We're going to do a quick test right now. I'm going to ask you a question. I don't want you to think about it. I just want you to answer. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You say something on Twitter, and the SJWs come after you. What do? Did you say back down? Because if you said back down, you're a fucking pussy. What Brandon Graham did was back down to bullies. And anybody who's been bullied, which I think a lot of us have been, because this hobby tends to attract people who have been bullied, knows that in order to defend yourself against a bully, you need to step up to them. In order to stop being bullied, you have to fight back. You have to. The reason being that bullies are kind of lazy, and if it's not worth it for them to bully you, they won't do it anymore. They want easy prey. They want something simple. They want something that somebody who's not going to put up a fight, and that's it. You keep putting up a fight, in their minds, it's not worth it, and they're going to move on. That's why these SJWs infecting these communities, and I don't think it's a coincidence that the communities they're trying to infect tend to be the ones with more passive fan bases. It's not like they're going to baseball or basketball and trying to take those over. No, they're going after tabletop gaming. They're going after trading card games. They're going after these fan bases that, you know, these kids and these teenagers, it's kind of like the rejects of society cling to these things. And these are the people who are going after them. So we need to step up. And it's the reason why whenever they do try to infect something, you have a lot of people coming out from the woodwork saying, no, don't do this. Because they know. They've been bullied. They know what you have to do to stop this. Brandon Graham, I don't know if he's ever been bullied. He seems like a really good-looking guy. I'm sure he's been bullied because he dates transsexuals. It's just kind of a fact of life, even though nobody really gives a shit anymore. But Brandon Graham should know this, and he should know that he put out this diss track, which I think is the cringiest thing in the world. But he put it out, and he knows what he did when he did it. He named names. He dropped people's like business. He dropped his own personal business, but he dropped other people's business also. So he did this knowing what he was doing. He was stepping up to the bullies, and then he just backs down 12 hours later? Why? Why would you do that? You know better. In the end, you just put a fucking target on your back, because now the sharks are going to be fucking swimming circles around you waiting to strike. Because that's what they do. That's what these SJWs do. They don't give a shit about you. I mean, you're a coward anyway. Even before this, you always just jump on the SJW bandwagon, so who gives a fuck? But, you know, you made a massive mistake by doing this. You made a massive mistake by bending the knee to these people, because nothing's ever enough for them. First, they're going to want an apology, then they're going to want you to retract the statement, then they're going to want, well, what are you doing for trans rights? What are you doing for people of color? You know, it's never enough for them. By being born a white male, well, a cis white male, you are evil, and you need to atone for that in their eyes. There's nothing you can do to atone for that. It's a never-ending process with these people. They want you to be their pawns. They want you to be their slave. That's really what it comes down to. They're ideological slave. It's disgusting. It's ridiculous. But you bent the knee. So I have no sympathy for you whatsoever for what's going to happen in like the next 2 or 3 weeks. And we'll see. I hope they don't blackball you, because you are a good artist. I think you have good ideas. And I like the fact that you came out and you fought back shows that there is some semblance of dignity that you are clinging on to. And I don't know if somebody's giving you the wrong fucking advice. I don't know if it's your little girlfriend that gave you fucking horrible advice on this, but you got to stop that shit. You can't back down to these people. You know, there was an old wrestling group called The Mighty Don't Kneel, and it's extremely true. The mighty don't kneel. You don't. Because once you do, you become subservient to somebody else. And we live in a society where you are not beholden to anybody. We are all the pilots. We are all the captains of our own ship. So for you to bend the knee to these ideologues is basically you putting up your hands and saying, that's it, I'm yours. I'm your slave. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, and subscribe. It's just sad. It's really sad. Whatever. Who gives a shit?